Stampers, it's Gaynor again. I have watched a couple of people, well actually 3 different people now make, it's called an impossible card. Apparently it's some sort of hyper card trick from God knows when, I don't know. But I've watched the beautiful Andre create his with Andre Creations. I've watched the lovely Dawn Griffiths, which is Dawn Stampin' Thoughts. And I've watched our very own Jambi, lovely, lovely lady. And out of all 3 that I've seen, I liked them all. I love all the videos. But I preferred Jan's measurements. And so I'm going to give Jan full credit for this. Beautiful card. You should go over and see her version. It's absolutely amazing. I'm using old retired papers, which are not long gone. They only went 31st of March, which is the springtime foils. I absolutely love them. And I've got loads and loads and loads of it. So I'm using it up. I'm going to show you this impossible card though. Isn't this adorable? Now, I popped a white piece of paper on the back of mine so you can write your message. You can stamp on a little flower or something on there, you know, but it's just somewhere for you to write your sentiment. It does, let me get an envelope. Ooh. It does fit in a regular size envelope, even though it's 4 1/4 by 6, and you're allowed a tiny little bit of a hangover, as Jan explained in her video as well. As long as it fits in the envelope, it's perfect. But isn't that, and you wouldn't, just adorable. And I don't know what this card is from, but I just found a piece in my scraps bin. But this time, I'm going to swap it up. This is beautiful. And I'm still using the springtime foils. Because I coloured all of these flowers in, I've left this one plain. So I'm using now the leaf, which is absolutely adorable as well. So what I've done is cut my flowers out for this panel, and because I left them plain, we're going to colour these ones in and add contrast on our card there. Isn't that beautiful? Absolutely gorgeous. So we're going to colour those bits in. So you will need, for your impossible card, your base. I'm using Smoky Slate, 4 1/4 by 6. You're going to need 2 pieces of designer series paper. These are 4 1/8 by 2 7/8. You're going to need 1 piece which is 2 by 3 3/8, and 2 pieces which are 1 1/8 by 3 3/8. And I've missed off. I need some more Smoky Slate. We need 2 more pieces, which I have here, and I'm going to cut now. And you need 2 of these, and they're 1 1/4 by 3 1/2. So let me just pop that out. 3 1/2 by 1 1/4. 1, 2. And that's, you need those as well. These are to layer on these. And this is what gives your card stability. I'll show you in a minute. But they're going to layer on there. So that's all you need. And I don't know why, like Jan said, I don't know why they call it an impossible card. Because it's really, really easy to do. So let me pop them to one side. You're going to take your card base now. And what we're going to do is, I'm going to use my scorer. Because it gives me, because I can tend to move mine. You're going to put it in the short side, and you're going to score this at 2 1/8. That's it. That's all you're getting. No, I'm only joking. Now we're going to go to the trimmer. I just think it's an amazing card. Oh, I've still got a piece of card in there. You're going to take your blade now. I'm going to pop this in at 1 1/4. Is it 1 1/4? Yeah. And we're going to cut down to the score line. Or should I say from the score line up. And because you've got 1 1/4 on this side as well, then you're going to take this down to 2 1/8. And score up. So you've got two small legs, as Jan calls it. And you're going to then put this in at 3 and do exactly the same. 2 1/8. And just check. No, that's way off. That is perfect. And you're going to score up. So you've got half your card at the top, and then you've got these 2 1 1/4 pieces at the bottom. So what you're going to do now is just gently fold this and take your card and flip it. And that's your impossible card. How simple. But because it moves, I think this is why we need to add. We're going to add these for stability, so it keeps the card square. Now, with these pieces are going on here and here, and you're going to think, oh, how are we going to do that? Well, you're going to make a template. This is 2 7/8 by 4 1/8. And what you're going to do, you're going to measure 1 1/8 across there and there and join the lines. And you're going to go down 2 1/8 from there to there and draw a line. So you can do it this end and this end. And then what you're going to do is, where those lines are, you're going to cut that out. So quick, so simple. And then you're going to add this on your card. So you know it's perfectly square. Grabbing a pencil. And you're going to just put a little pencil mark. Tiniest little one. And you're going to do the same on this one as well. But what an adorable card. Absolutely adorable. And that's nice. You can now, I'm going to keep these because I will probably make a lot more of those cards. Maybe for the thank you cards to send out to all you wonderful ladies who are taking part in the challenge. You can now go back in with your trimmer, or if you've got a steady hand, or if you've just got long scissors like me, just cut. And then cut. And these are going on here. Nice little border all the way around. Perfect. And this one is going on this side. Nice long scissors really do help when you're doing this part. And there we have it. You can do whatever you want with those. So now it's just, and this is going on the back of my card for your message again. This is going on the front, and it's just a matter now of attaching all your pieces. Then we can do some stamping. I'm going to put sentiments. And like I say, I am starting to make my thank you cards, because at the end of the challenge, there's going to be about 70 people who have entered. It's competition for the cancer research, and they're going to need a thank you card for me to say thank you for taking part. And I think the gorgeous Lorraine is going to help me make some as well. And so is Carla for those in America. So anyone who wants to contribute any postage stamps is more than welcome to do so. Otherwise it's going to cost a fortune. But you all deserve a thank you, handmade thank you card from me, Lorraine and Carla. One way or another. For taking part. You are just such inspirational people. And you just, I'm lifting that up because it's the same colour card. Beautiful. And I love the tombow because it gives you that wiggle space. Yeah, I think I saw Andre's first. Bless his soul. Love watching him. He's such an inspiration as well. So you were making sure you've got this beautiful border all the way around and that it's level. And that's why we use the Tombow. Absolute perfect. I know it looks impossible. You probably wonder once it's together. You know, the person you're going to send it to is going to be like, how the hell did you do that? But only you know. So let them try and figure it out. Unless you've obviously seen the card trick from whenever. I don't know when it was from. So now I'm going to add my thick Whisper White, because this is going on the back for you to write your sentiment. I know this card is thin enough and pale enough, so you could have just wrote on there anyway. But I had some spare. It doesn't matter. So we've added our two little pieces. What we're going to do now, we're going to I'm using the grid paper just to make sure it's all straight. Oops. And not wonky. That's better. Down just a touch. So when we attach these parts now, you can pull them right down at the back so they're level with the card. I'm going to try and get that in the centre, so I'm going to glue that bit and that bit there. So I'm just going to do, come on, glue. There you go. Again, keeping this nice and straight. And I'm going to go 4 squares in on that one. And 3 on that one. And then you can turn it over and make sure you've got no glue on the back. That is brilliant. You need that to dry. How quick is this card going together? So again, I'm going to do the same. Line this up. Line this up. I'm going to go 3 squares this side. Come on, glue. 4 squares this side. So I'm making sure this is 4 squares along on this side and 2 squares along on this side. No, 3 actually, sorry. So it's right in the centre of our card and there's no glue overhanging and it's right on the edge. Isn't that beautiful? That is how quick this card is. So I'm going to fetch in. I have already cut 2 of these because these are going to go on here and on here. Now let's just see if I can get me Stampin perfect. I might use my Stamp-A-Magic actually when I can find it, because I do want to keep them straight. And this card has been a little labour of love because it's a beautiful card. So, oh, where's my little... So on one, it just says, I just love you. And who wouldn't want that on one of those? My blocks are actually stinking. I could do with a good bath in hot soapy water. Get glue. Oops, cramp. Gets glue everywhere I do. So I'm just gonna stamp down on my card, get my little pieces. Oops. That's perfect. Not now, it isn't. I've knocked that out of place. I'm going to try and keep that straight. And you may think, is it worth it? But trust me, if you want your sentiment perfectly straight, then it's worth it. Oh, boo-boo. Right along that end there. Let's flip it over. What you do then, because it's been cut out, take your bone folder and run it along the edges. And it will flatten them so it doesn't look like it's the opposite side. So putting that along that line. Stamping up again. And straight down. And look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Yay, love it. Oops. So now I'm going to get my little cloth. I'm going to clean my stamper and swap it over. And this one is just going to say thank you. And again, this time I want to clean that off. Perfect, every time. Keeping that straight. And the thing is, this time, that is perfect. See if I can keep that now in the same spot. Oh, I love it. Absolutely adorable. Yay! I managed it. I'm just cleaning these off. Put my cloth away. You're supposed to keep it in an airtight container and keep it damp. And you can always wet them again. And I've just put that away. So I'm just going to leave that to one side. I will clean that later. And then this one is going to lay flat. Let me just pop that close. I use a bit of fast fuse. On this one, and now I'm going to keep that there. Oh, love it. And because I've got these little silver, these lay flat, so when I put pearls on the other one, and this will lay flat as well, because it would have just dug into the back of this here otherwise. And this one I'm going to pop on dimensionals. Oops, there they are. I will. Where's the template? It's there. I'm going to keep that on view. The two of them. So you literally, the piece in total is 2 7/8 by 4 1/8, and you mark 1 1/8 there and 1 1/8 there, and draw a line. Then you come down 2 1/8. And there 2 1/8, and then you draw across, and then you remove this section, which gives you this. So let's keep them there for you, so you can. Whoops! I need that. I need another dimensional. I need them out again in a moment. I'm going to turn this over and I'm going to add this here. And I've got two more. Whoa, don't go anywhere now because they're my last two. These, I had these a long time ago, but they're perfect for flat embellishments. Last one, look, see, all gone. So this card is just beautiful on its own like that. So now we're going to do a bit of colouring. I love this. Absolutely love these flowers from this designer series paper. So I'm going to use my Old Olive on the leaves, obviously. Can't wait to get the new blends. These won't take long at all. And it dries really quick. Yeah, go on, if you want to go and see Jambi's card, oh, go over. She's absolutely brilliant. And she's got a new Facebook group. She wants to share. She wants you all to share your projects. You don't have to be exactly the ones that she's done. She just wants to see what inspires you. You're a Stampin' Up demonstrator. Please bob along. And it's called what? Ta ta ta. Oh, let me find it now. I'm lost. I will find it now. I'll keep looking, but if I find it, I'll... I have added it on mine, but I'll have to explore more. Oh, I can't find it. I will, I promise. No, I will find it. I will find a little bit more. I'm thinking what colour. I used Calypso Coral on the other one, which is stunning. So I'm going to use my pink pirouette for this one. It's beautiful flowers. It's just amazing. I'm going to go in with the paler one first. It's actually too pale. No, it's too pale. So I'm just going to go in. I got a trick now. I'm going to do the darker pink pirouette, which is Divine. And just keep going over until get it the dark as dark as you want. And this one as well. I think they're Painted with Love and the Springtime foils have been my two favourite since they came out. I absolutely adore them. I'm just keep going over the flower and it's getting darker and darker and darker, and I love that. A chance to dry in between. You may have already seen Jan's card, which would be great. And she's just promoted to gold. Well done, Jan, by the way. And congratulations, she's just promoted to gold, which is an amazing achievement. And that's my beautiful flowers all coloured in now. I'm just going to flip them over. I'm going to add some dimensionals. And our card is done. My husband is getting really excited in there, bless his soul. I'm gonna make sure they've got plenty on. I don't want them coming off. I'll pop them there now. I'll pop them away for another day. I've got something that keeps catching in my little tray. I don't know where it is. Sorry about the arm. I apologise. So yes, there's those cards still on show for your templates. Just removing the backing. So, I'm going to lay this, just making sure, you just don't want too much coming off the top. And because there's a little corner off there, I'm going to add that there. And I don't want to do, if I hide one flower, then I'm hiding the other one. So I think that's perfect. Absolutely perfect. Whoops, I can get rid of these. Don't want to squash that down too much. Absolutely, isn't that beautiful? Absolutely gorgeous. I love it. And this, like I'm saying, will lay flat for your envelope. Isn't that gorgeous? Absolutely gorgeous. Your message can go on the back. I just love you. Thank you. Oh my word. And now, if you want to, I've got these beautiful rhinestones. And I'm just going to add 3 of these. I'm going to put one there. I'm making sure that they don't intrude on my card. One there. And I'm going to pop one right there. Oh, I love it. Oh, I might even go a couple more because we're going to have 5. I'm going to pop one here. And the last but no means least, I'm going to pop one there as well. I think that is absolutely gorgeous. I love it. Just beautiful. There's plenty of space for me to stamp on the back as well. Fetch my other one in. And if you notice, like I say, on this one I did add the pearls, and maybe it will close and it probably will go, but if you wanted to, that's perfect. And I added 5 in total there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And on this one, because they are stickers, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on there as well. But they are just adorable, and they stand up like that. Perfect. But anyone would think that small gap there and that small gap there, where's this piece of paper come from? How is it on there? How is it floating? But just perfect. Well, I hope you enjoy, and I hope you give me a thumbs up. Absolutely love it. The sentiments are actually from the Petal Palette Suite, and they come as a bundle. You can buy the framelets as well, and you can save 10%. They are getting carried over into the new catalogue, but I'm not sure if they're going to be staying as a bundle. I haven't looked that far yet, but yeah, these come in 2 sets because you've got the sentiment in one half of the case, And you've got this beautiful bird and everything. I do like this set. It's not my favourite. The sentiments are outstanding. It's a lovely set, absolutely adorable. But I wouldn't say it was my favourite up to now. So, but there you have it. There's your templates. I will take photos of them and put them on my blog as well when the time comes around. And there's my 2 wonderful cards. I hope you give them a go. I had a blast. Very easy to make. Not impossible at all. But thanks for watching. Love you all. Bye.